Imagine with me a whole new world, a world where there is truly peace on earth. Hello, I'm Judy Sedgman. After more than 30 years of perfectly fulfilling and enjoyable work, sharing the principles of mind, thought, and consciousness with people around the world, I am more convinced than ever that the possibility for world peace lies within each of us, and that it's really very close at hand. I know that's hard to believe because we look out now, and now being the year 2013, at a world so embroiled in hate and revenge and anger and warfare and brothers killing brothers. It's hard to even conceive of the idea of world peace for a lot of people. But trust me, when people find peace inside, they can't make war. It would never dawn on a person whose mind was at rest, whose heart was calm, who was at peace and secure, to hurt anyone, or to hurt the planet, or to create mayhem of any kind. When people find their own inner peace, their resiliency, the quietude of a calm and positive state of mind, they simply calm down. They understand that differences are just the thinking that people have, and that our thinking changes constantly, and that it looks different to us in different states of mind. And with that understanding, they find forgiveness for people with whom they disagree. Disagreement, instead of looking like an insoluble problem that you must come over to my side or I just can't deal with you, now is just an interesting way other people are using their thinking. Has nothing to do with their core humanity, the heart and soul of who we are. And the simple realization that would lead to this peace. And trust me, I'm not a Pollyanna. I've seen it happen in communities. I've seen it happen in groups. And if it can happen among 15 or 30 or 60 or 1,000 people, it can happen everywhere. The simple realization that leads to this is the understanding that thought is a power, a spiritual impetus. The gift we have to continually create and to let go of things that we've created that aren't working or don't make sense to us anymore or aren't helpful. See, the problem in the world today is that people take the content of their thinking as real, and they forget that the true reality is the fact that they're able to make it up, that we have this incredible capacity to use the energy of life that's a part of us to generate thoughts and then become conscious of those thoughts we've generated and then have the will to decide what to do with them. Do we have to take them seriously? Do we have to impose them on other people? Do we have to assume that they're the one and only thought that matters? No. But if we think we do, ironically, that thought alone keeps the cycle alive. So when people come to understand the principles that describe formless spiritual power, they don't describe this world. They don't describe what's happening. They don't describe, what life looks like. They describe how life is continually being created through the thoughts of all the people on earth. That's how it happens. And when you see, as you will see if you explore the principles and the work that's being done around the world, if you explore it at all, as you see one person at a time, no matter what their circumstances have been, finding peace, finding calm, finding a sense of security, finding love and compassion for themselves and others. You see them change, so they look at other people totally different. They look at the world in a totally different way. They look at potential in a totally different way. And this could happen. It could happen in a flash. If we suddenly found the way to make this truth, this beautiful understanding that life is constantly being created from the inside out, to make this visible across the world, to the point where a critical mass of people saw that they're creating it. They're creating their misery as much as they're creating their happiness, and they're a choice about it. Things could change in a flash. And honestly, we've seen it happen in communities. We've seen it happen in organizations. And the world is just a giant organized community. So share with me this vision. There could be peace on earth. And it could happen now. It just takes a moment of understanding, a moment of insight, a moment of truth.